Good morning. Well, the windmills in Cuenca were well worth a visit. What a really interesting 24 hours. And if you do come to this area, there's a big town too with restaurants and things. We just didn't stay long enough to enjoy any of them as we are slowly meandering home now. Next stop today, some hanging houses. Ooh. Let's see what that's all about then. Driven in and we're here to see Casas, Colgadas de Cuenca. I think I said that right. We have to drive through a big town to get here. There's quite a bit of parking in the town, but then it's a kind of long walk into the houses. There's a little underground car park as you come in, but the height barrier was like 2.05 meters, so we're definitely not getting it under there. And then we did see some motorhome parking on the right hand side, but that's definitely paying display. So we drove past it hoping that there'd be more parking further up, and there isn't for miles and miles and miles as far as I can see. So I think that we're going to have to try and work out how to turn around and then go back to that parking. But yeah, if you do drive past the parking, it's a very long windy road with nowhere to turn around in a van, so a little bit tricky, but we'll get there. We could see there was a road up onto the hill, so we've driven up here. I mean, it is Sunday today, so maybe this is a lot of our own fault because it's the weekend. But yeah, we've driven up here in the hope of finding some parking, and it's absolutely rammed up here. It is so busy. We've reversed into a parking space, but we are sticking out about 3 meters into the car park. But there is space. Actually, it's more like about 2 meters, but there is space for cars to get around here. This Spanish bloke just walked past and gone, hey, it's okay, and just walked off. So clearly the Spanish would park like this. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of option really. We park here or we bail on the day. This place looks stunning, by the way. The houses here are incredible. There's 2 massive churches, or what looks like a church and a basilica down in the village there. And then we can see, because obviously you need to be lower down to see the hanging houses, but we can see that there's a footbridge across from up here. So I think this is a better vantage point. It's just whether we can stay and park here or not.
We're not stuck out that much, we're on about.
What did it say in that Roman place? He had quite an aquiline nose.
Whatever that means.
But first, some lunch.
But first, Google Translate.
Yeah. Well, we've both chosen something off the menu. Let's see what Kath gets today. Third time lucky, eh, to get what I ordered.
No chance. It's just the Spanish getting their own back for a poor pronunciation. That's all it is. Wow, that's a trip first. Kath got what she ordered.
I feel like the presentation leaves a lot to be desired, considering how fancy and full this place is. I'm sure it'll taste lovely though. What you got, love?
Mouthful of food. Secret pig, is it?
Yeah,
Yes.
Secreto Porco.
Secret, yes, pork shoulder. It's huge. Very nice. Would have been nice if it had turned up the same time as Kat's dinner. She's nearly finished hers. Very nice though.
Well, that was an only okay lunch at Mason El Caserio.
The food was lovely, the service was shocking.
Yeah, our food came like 15 minutes apart, and then my lamb chops, although delicious, were really salty. But they were very busy and they did look a bit understaffed, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and it was perfectly edible, so I'm not going to complain. And I got what I ordered.
First time this trip.
Yeah, time to go and see some hanging houses then.
I'm clinging on, I'm scared.
Yeah, it's a long way down.
Yeah, don't lean backwards. I'm holding on, stop her.
And we think that this path here will take us down for the best views, we think. Could be a long walk down to not a lot, but we're about to find out.
Well, we'll soon see, won't we? We'll either get a good view or we'll die.
And as she keeps saying, we can only die once.
Oh, it's so treacherous, a bit scary.
We've walked some rickety bridges in our time, but it's our first for a rusty metal one. There's your hanging houses.
Wow, that's quite something, isn't it? Well, this place is definitely going down as one of the maddest places you've ever visited. To build a whole town on the ledge of a gorge is crazy. Beautiful.
Why would you do that? No. No. Absolutely not.
Well, we're enjoying it. Not sure the dog is.
I'm not sure I am, to be honest. This whole bridge is covered in wooden boards, and I swear not one of them is screwed into place. And it's about 100-metre drop, I swear, below us.
Yeah.
You're going to say I'm exaggerating again, aren't you?
No.
It feels like 100 metres to me.
No, it's a long way down. And the whole bridge moves as people walk past. It's, yeah, a little disconcerting, but the views are worth it. And as I say, it's a long way down.
Look how scared the dog is. Oh dear. I haven't seen Nala that scared since I took her over the Barmouth Bridge a few years ago. Terrified. A little paw spread out like this, crouching down to the floor. Little sweetheart. Everyone who's walked past has been like, oh, Pedro. How cool are they?
Yeah, it's quite mad, isn't it? I still don't want to live in any of them. Oh, I've lost Kath. She loves a good door.
Built in 1419 and renovated in 2001.
But it's been another one of those days where we were like, it'll just be the hanging houses. We'll have a quick look and then we'll drive on to the park up, which is another 2 hours away, by the way. And there is so much to do and see here. It really deserves a full day if you come here.
Like, imagine seeing that as your vision and then building it. It's huge. But I think that's the biggest cathedral I've ever seen.
all of these tourist towns have their own little tourist trains that take people around, but I have never, ever seen one that looks as mad as this. The wheels are Toyota, but I've never seen a Toyota that looks like that before.
Well, I think today has been a trip highlight. This place is amazing. Yeah, and I don't feel like our videos and photos are really doing it justice, so you should definitely add this one to your route for the next trip. Oh, this is the route we drove in on, and it is two-way traffic, believe it or not.
And we've got to come back down this way. Not looking forward to it.
Another corner, another huge church. Like, I haven't seen this many cool doors since I was in Tangier. Oh, we're back at the car park. Very nice town, very, very peoply. And after I was saying earlier that the inland was a lot cooler, whew, I'm boiling.
Oh, I don't feel so bad about leaving our van poking out now. We were the only camper or motorhome here when we got here. Trendsetters we are, I tell you, trendsetters! As with so many of these Spanish towns, it's not for the faint-hearted driving big vehicles through. Some of the, I don't know whether they're locals or tourists, but some of the Spanish vehicles come round corners at a rate of knots.
Yeah, some woman just come around the back of the car park. Somebody was waiting for our space, and a woman come around the other side so fast that she nearly hit her, and it was in a car park. I actually gasped because I didn't think she was going to be able to stop doing about 25 miles an hour round the corner in a car park.
Madness.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to have to come back through the town because where we're going is the opposite direction, but we've got so little fuel. And there's no fuel stations between here and there because it's just a mountain road by the looks of it, so I've had to come all the way back through the town just to get some diesel. Should have thought that before we got in here. Well, we've just turned off onto the CM2119 and I thought the road that we'd just driven was wiggly. We now have 41 kilometres of switchbacks. There was a car behind me, so I thought I'd pull over and let him go. He don't want to be stuck behind a big old bus. And what a bonus! That is where we've just come from. I love this road, and only another 37 kilometres to go.
Nice.
Kath's happy because the drops on my side, when we did all the pistes in Morocco, they were all on Kath's side. She spent the whole time screaming at me.
And unlike Spain, there aren't any barriers in Morocco.
Mind you, some of the barriers don't look like they'd stop a 3.5 ton van.
No.
Tight getting in, but we're in. The park for night reviews suggested probably a maximum length of 5.5 to 6 metres.
I agree with Park for that.
We're 7.5, but we have managed to find one space where we're not causing a problem. But yeah, if somebody parks next to us, we're a bit knackered in the morning. But
It's the getting in and out that was a bigger problem. It's an awkward entry into the car park.
yeah, low trees, short spaces. Have a look. Well, we're in.
And we're not the only ones here.
No, there are plenty of other motorhomes here, and it's about €4 for 24 hours, I think.
According to Park for Night.
According to Park for Night, yeah. So we'll go and find the machine and pay up.
And I'll tag it now, and when I get to this day on Facebook, I'll share the tag with you guys.
There you go. Right, we'll leave it at that, and we'll catch you in the morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, actually, it's not. It's good afternoon. Only just. Lazy day today. A little bit cloudy. So we're going to have a quick walk up through town. Probably our usual quick walk that's going to take a couple of hours, eh?
Yeah. Do you remember what the town's called?
Albaracin.
Oh, well done. Yeah, that's right. Albaracin.
I only know that because it's written on the wall opposite me.
Oh, that's cheating, isn't it? Yeah, Albaracin, which is, I think it's another medieval town. But like the last one, it has these like hanging houses that are built up on top of the cliffs there, which are just madness.
That's a big note from me.
They pickle your head when you look up there. They're very strange.
All right, let's go and explore this town.
How cool is that? I think we're going to head up to where that castle wall is. Albaracin is another Al town, which of course in Arabic means the, a definite article. So we can assume this is another frontier town, and these walled towns were built with castles at the top and walls around the entire town to protect it. Pretty much like the Casas you see in Morocco today. And of course it would have all been protected from invading forces. Those invading forces being the conquistadors and the Christian crusaders who would have come from, well, our part of the world.
You can see the walls.
How can you?
It's still a fair few steps, mind.
Oh yeah.
Certainly keep you fit if you lived here.
Yeah. Wow, look at the bowed walls on that timber construction to your right.
This is a maze of little tiny cobbled streets. We're trying to make it to the other side of the town, but we have absolutely no idea which way we're going. It's just a fantastic place.
Which way now?
I don't know.
I think we need to go down to go up.
Yep.
We need to go down there.
Yeah, I can see tourists down there.
Oh, well, it must be that way then.
Oh, let's go and join the tourists.
Oh, that's too many people.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go the other way.
The one bar, and that's where everyone is.
Of course it is.
And it's only 12:30. Just look at how close the roofs are compared to how close the bottom of the houses are. That's got to be 12 to 18 inches between roofs. They're all just leaning one way. How are you living in that?
Is anyone else getting Diagon Alley vibes? Harry Potter love, Harry Potter reference.
Oh, see, that's lost on me because I know nothing about Harry Potter.
Definitely Diagon Alley vibes.
But these little tiny streets are dotted with hotels. I must have seen half a dozen so far. Pizzerias, bars,
areas.
Well, whatever she said. Yeah, it must be rammed here in the summer.
We walked down another street, we found another river, we found another car park, and see this wall over here? We're still on the wrong side of it. These walls are doing a good job at keeping out the invaders.
This place is absolutely phenomenal. I've spent the entire day walking around looking up with my mouth open. It's not very often I'm lost for words, but this place certainly has it.
The whole of Spain, central Spain in fact, has been really, really incredible. It's well worth venturing inland from the coast.
Well, having reached the end of the town, we took a little rocky path down the side of the cliff, down to the river, as there's a river walk that leads us back to the car park. So we're going to leave you here in Albaracin.
Yeah.
I'll get it right one of these days. And in our next episode, we should have reached the east coast.
But first, we've got something really, really cool booked. So
Yeah, Cass is treating me to something very exciting. But you'll have to wait till next week to find out.
I'm terrified as usual, so make sure you tune in next week to watch me absolutely pat myself.
And watch me laughing my arse off, pointing at her doing it.
And right now, you should like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll take a walk along the river through the almond blossom back to the van. We'll see you in the next episode.
See you next one. I'm not on it.
Why is it on chains though?
Because otherwise it'd fall in the water.
Well, they could have fastened it. They could have just fastened it to each side with fastenings that don't move.